I'm honored today and very privileged to introduce our chief guest, Honorable Shri PGR Sindhia, sir. He is an encyclopedia of knowledge and a dynamic leader, serving his life for the educational institutions and children in our society. With his leadership, the Bharat Scouts and Guides Karnataka has made significant changes to ensure students of India become the responsible citizens. And he is with us, and he is the key for the change makers in India. Again, a big round of applause. We request him to come over on the dais here near the podium and deliver his speech. Thank you so much.
My great friend and former member of the Assembly of Karnataka, and a very purposeful life he has led in politics, Mr. 𝗙cie𝗹𝗹𝗁, and Madan Gopal ji, Dr. 𝗙cie Pandey, Mr. 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏, Mr. Shashi Kumar, Mr. Nandakumar ji, and Lata Murthy, and the organizers of this summit, Time2Grow, and my friends from media. I must mention here, Dr. Madan Gopal is one of the most dynamic personalities we have among the bureaucrats, not only in Karnataka, in India. He is known for no nonsense, a man of great integrity. He was the Commissioner of Health and Family Planning. Though I was there in the government for a long period of 18 years as a minister, I never had an opportunity of working with Madan Gopal, because many bureaucrats who worked with me, like Mutana, Satish Chandran, my great friend Gokul Ram, they are all people of integrity who are committed for the cause of the Indian masses. One among them is Madan Gopal, and I am happy that he is actively participating in the retirement life after his IAS service. I am happy that Lata Murthy has taken a lot of pains bringing her daughter, Dr. 𝗙cie Pandey, also from London. And she has made you to sit here till evening in a very comfortable place and given you an opportunity to give all your thoughts. I congratulate Lata Murthy and Mr. Khurana. I was told Khurana is the person behind this program. I'm very happy. Very happy about it. And I have a great friend, Mr. Shashi Kumar. If I don't mention, then he will not leave me also. Shashi is a very good friend of mine. You should know the anger behind his words. There is a reason for that. And I promise him, the forum for expressing the difficulties which the management and the education system is facing, there is an appropriate forum. I wish that in the days to come you also enter that forum, that is the Karnataka's Legislative Council. And the Legislative Council, my friend, unfortunately I was also a member of that house. For a short period, when I vacated my assembly seat to Mr. Ramakrishna Hegde, one of the greatest visionaries India has seen as an administrator. The council's debate, if you look at it, the council is supposed to scrutinize the bills which have been passed by the assembly and before they become acts. It is supposed to be the house of the learned people. I stopped there. And these days, if at all the debate takes place, so the debate takes place only about you people. And still you are telling that your problems have not been addressed too. So they have been only debated. And you have very big leaders in the council, including my great friend Mr. Horatti, who is the chairman, who was the chairman. I think he is going to be the chairman again or a minister, hopefully. And a great fighter like Putana. The house is dominated by all of them. I am happy about it. I am not trying to criticize, I am trying to appreciate them. But that should be the right forum for raising such issues. And you should raise it through them. And I promise you that I will do my best, whatever little contacts I have, with the political parties and also with the government. I have served under the father of the present Chief Minister as a minister, and I continue to be a great admirer of the present Chief Minister also. And Nagesh was my colleague in Vidyarthi Parishad. So, whatever contacts I have, I will do my best. Coming to the summit, there are several issues which all of us are facing. The parents, who are the very important stakeholders, and the managements of the institutions, and the syllabus, the academics holders, the educationists. So everyone is facing a problem. One problem which nobody predicted was this Corona, COVID. Still it is not dead. Corona is still not dead. Just when I was coming from home, I read it in the newspaper that my friend, our Honorable Chief Minister, is affected by Corona and he has cancelled his Delhi trip. If that were to catch up any Chief Minister 2 years back, all of us would have been scared. Now we are mentally prepared to face it. Maybe a week's time it will take. So this Corona has affected very badly, not only in the urban areas, in the educational sector, and also in the rural areas. In the rural areas, many managements, Madan Gopalji, have closed down the private schools. Many. And unfortunately, all of us, including me, we forgot that making Kannada as a compulsory one and also as a media of instruction, we all have fought for that. But at the same time, English was not taught properly, and with all said and done, it is the parents who bother about the children first. So there is an opinion among the parents all over the country. It is not only in Karnataka or in Maharashtra or in Gujarat. It is throughout the country wherein our children should learn English. If they learn English, then every problem is solved. That is the concept even today we have. We in the government should have realized some 15-20 years back. He mentioned about 1986, that was the right time. There was a lot of hesitation. we could not bring in English, not as a medium instruction, as a subject. And the atmosphere was not prepared. English teaching teachers were not available, not only in the schools, also in the colleges. That was the difficulty. Even today we are facing the same problem. So, in the rural areas, the private schools started in a very big way. Because of the corona, they are affected. And now, in urban areas also, the managements are very badly affected because of the corona. And the prices have gone up. From the phenol which they used to clean the toilets or washrooms, up to a pen and the pencil, the taxes which we have put has created a lot of impact. None of the teaching materials are exempted from all these things. So the managements are under stress, lot of stress. They have not been able to provide sufficient salaries to the teachers. I know many of them have left jobs and they have gone home and they are on the streets. This is the position. I think you all are facing the same problem if I am right. So the governments, all of us, as rightly said by Madan Gopalji, the national education policy is no doubt a final document, but as a state government, since it's supposed to be a concurrent subject, we can always think of the amendments, we can always think of bringing suggestions, and it is the state governments who are going to be implementing. So when the state governments want to implement, then certainly we have to stand by the government, by the bureaucrats, and we shall all do our best to bring pressure and see that they resolve our problems. I know that this summit is going to discuss about the methodology of teaching, about the syllabus, what is to be done, and the environments and the fee structures. All this summit will give some suggestions to the government. And I am confident, looking at the faces of all of you, you are all people who are struggling hard to bring in a change in the society. Yeah, one time was there. Starting a school was a business proposal. Now it is not a business proposal. It is no more mushrooming. It is the survival. Survival with competition. And also two things. One is the corona, the pandemic. The other is the application of information technology tools. That is also bringing a lot of changes. And in my own house, my grandson is a student of a school year, studying in 4th standard. I see an emotional change in his attitudes at home after the corona. He is an extraordinary boy who scores 49 out of 50 normally, who enjoys. But at the same time, I am observing some behavioral changes. On the other day, I was in a school called 𝗟𝗏𝗄 in Malleshwaram. 𝗟𝗏𝗄 is one of the greatest schools in Bengaluru. We have it's a Montessori school, which was started by a great educationalist and an engineer. It is managed by a very big man, Mr. Rao. You must have heard Madan Gopal, or you must be knowing him well. And in the last 70, 80 years, They have struggled a lot to build up that institution. I was there. And they also, the teaching staff, the principals, they agreed with me. There is a change in the attitude of the children. Some of them in the rural areas, they have forgotten which class they were studying in. Yes, I am telling you the fact. Sir, nan 3ನೇ class-ಆ, 4ನೇ class-ಆ, Corona pass-ಆ? All these questions are asked. All these questions are asked. Luckily, Mr. Suresh Kumar, our honorable former education minister, did not allow for the Corona pass. Huh? It is not only in Karnataka. It is. No, but some kind of an examination was conducted. So, I'm talking of the SSLC. So anyway, this, and also lot of children in the rural areas, they have left schools. And now, the educational department is concentrating on bringing back the children to the schools. They have taken up a drive in which the Bharat Scouts and Guides is also working in the rural areas to bring back the children to the schools. And it is not that easy, because the Corona's economic effects has made the family poor, and they also, the parent, some of them, they want their children to earn, so they are sending for agricultural operational purposes and so many other things. So now we have to face, as Indians, as Kannadigas, new challenges, a new situation after Corona. The government, in my opinion, should be like a mother. It should not take a hostile attitude that these fellows have made some money, they have kept some fixed deposit, let them spend now, this is the time. That attitude is not correct. And even for the parents, it is very difficult to pay the fee. That's the real situation. Then, coming back to the syllabus, that's a very, very important aspect. In the National Education Policy, NEP, so many good things are included. After all, we have to live in this country, and we have to be loyal to this country, and we have to tolerate the other religions. These are all certain issues which we have to teach them. Other than that, about the nature. See, today in Karnataka and also in other parts of the country, we are facing floods effect, heavy rains. But yesterday I read it, in many countries in Europe, there is no drinking water. They have declared that there is no drinking water available. You have to manage only with half a liter or 1 liter of drinking water. That is the situation because of the global warming. So these things, if they are taught to the children, then they will be better citizens and they are going to save this planet. Such kind of things have to be taught to them through your tools, whether it is information technology or directly delivering them. All these things you are experts. So I have seen the agenda of this today's meeting when 𝗟𝗶𝗃𝗓 ji, she came to one of our commissioners. Yeah, I know you are here. Training at Bengaluru. She was very particular that I should come and speak here and also inaugurate. Since I was late, I think it has been inaugurated by Lakshminarayan, my great friend. I am sure, keeping all these things in view, instead of taking a hostile attitude towards the approach of the government, with concrete suggestions, you please come out. What should be done in the methodology of teaching? what changes we should bring in the syllabus or included to be in the syllabus, and the other difficulties which you people are facing. So I am sure our Chief Minister, with his experience, he will be able to resolve at least some of them, because he has to face the assembly elections in the next 6 months. And of course, as like any other politician, he also wants to come back. At least he wants to bring back his party. So that is naturally it will be there. In spite of that, I think he will be able to give some time and he will be able to do it. Another point I would like to mention, there are very good bureaucrats in Karnataka. So the bureaucrats, some of them grasp very well. See, our finance secretary, Mr. Prasad, he managed very well during this COVID period. Excellent way. The staff salary of our employees, few lakhs of people, it was only delayed by 2-3 days or 1 week maximum. In the history, because of the corona situation, no other state, no other country would have done it. And we have many such officers who can manage things in a better way. So let us not have a negative attitude. Of course, I am a congressman, Mr. Lakshminarayan. I am in the opposition in Karnataka. But still, I think you will be surprised what this India is talking like this. I have been like that. When I was a minister also, I have never condemned the opposition. And I must tell you, Madan Gopalji, you know, you have heard my speeches on the floor of the assembly. There is nothing like the honorable speakers. I think half a dozen speakers I have worked under them. And no speaker has expunged my words when I have debated. And no speaker except once, the bell was rang. If I am given 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes, you want me to stop? I'll stop it. I'll stop. Okay, I used to tell everybody in the public speeches that ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಸಾಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತದೆ ಆಗ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ತಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ನಾನು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅಂತ. So there was no clapping, so I was just waiting. Whatever it is, Time2Grow group has done an excellent job. I think this is the 4th or 5th? 12th one. 12th one. I am attending for the 2nd time, if I am right. 2nd time? 3rd time. I wish all the best. It is time up for taking up the agenda. Thank you very much. I congratulate Lata Murthy and her daughter. Of course, they are all to be congratulated. Mr. Khurana, thank you very much. And you have very big people who matters on the stage. You have heard them. I am sure in the days to come, next summit when we meet here, there will be a new government. And no, I didn't say that which party's government. I only say a new government. A new government will be there. And I hope the corona will die. I wish, I pray. And all of you pray for that. And let us all work together for the betterment of the next generation. Okay? Thank you, sir.